back, and I have with me something to open. You ready for a drum roll? Oh boy, you're gonna be so excited about this one. No reason. I mean, I think it's music. This time, hopefully it's the right USB cable. Okay, now the reason why it's a big box is because I ordered two, just in case the other one was the wrong one. I ordered two different types. Yeah, and I got some extra air too, look at this. That's what's poppin', guys. And since I was already on the Monoprice site, I got something else. So apparently Monoprice makes their own brand of gaming mice. It seems like they've got a good sensor and stuff in it, and it was 20 bucks, so I figured what the heck. Kind of a bold design choice to use black text on a black box. Release the Kraken! Boop. Setting up device. It's very light, but wait. There's more. Fart buy box. Got a little more than a mouse coming in this one. A dozen cables. It's just a box full of USB cables. Oh gosh. I'm not gonna be able to pull this out. I can show you. Alright, maybe. I can't pull it out of the box fast enough. You guys are putting too much pressure on me. This is gonna be a slow roll. Alright, maybe to get one more drum roll. I am using my legs. I still can't pull it out fast. It's I tried to get a better grip on it so I could pull it out, and then it slid back all the way back in the box. Okay, there we go. Okay, we get one more, one more drum roll. I've got it. Okay. I don't know if anybody can read that. This is a present from my parents. For those that want to peek inside. Hello, worlds. So we got controllers. It's like analog, but then it's also got a click. Was that satisfying? Main reason I prefer Valve Index is because it's not owned by Facebook. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a cable. Okay. Deceptive packaging. Yeah, but part of the reason I wanted something that I hook into my computer is because I want to be able to use this for asset creation, like painting and modeling in 3D. But I'm hoping there's ways to like do VR controls in Blender. So we got a whole... I knew that was gonna happen. I did it anyway. It was just the controllers that fell. Fubaz, your influence over me is a little concerning. Okay, I gotta like take this out of the room. The smell is too strong. This needs to air out a little bit. Oh gosh, my green screen is falling over. There we go. I fear it's going to give me something that I cannot even, like, weasel my way out of it being bad with clever interpretation. Okay, well, Pomo's wondering if I should use my VR headset to play some questionable lewd games on Steam. I'm not sure what to make of the Bert card, though I guess you could kind of go into the fact that the relationship between Bert and Ernie is questionable sometimes. You know, they could be more than roommates, some have suggested. So it's really about the ambiguity. Like, are they, aren't they, should I, shouldn't I? Which brings us to the short-term solution card. Of course, we've got Elmo and that's Zoe. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? I just realized the numbers on there, 3 and 4, which those of you who are familiar with the rules of the internet know what that means. Those of you who are not, I will let you maintain your innocence. And then, oh gosh, the final card. I was actually kind of thinking it would be funny if it was a 3 and then it just tied it all together, but we do have the suggestive purple oval going on. I don't think I need an egg. Is she presenting her egg? Only Google if you're not at work. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to take the Sesamero's advice on this, but I do feel like it made a rather clear statement. We're just gonna move on with some game dev stuff. I owe you a dream. That is true. I did mention the dream. All right. So I am visiting college for some reason, and I decide to go to the cafeteria to get something. It's already turning dark, and I'm like, oh, I hope they're still open, but I realize it's like because the days are getting shorter and it's already dark at like 7 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, they should still be open. And I go in there and it's empty. There's like some lights on with the little like food stations, but it's all like grilled chicken or something like that. It's weird because it's all like dark and I guess kind of mood lit, and there's like all this like fancy chicken stuff, but it's like I don't eat chicken, so I'm just like whatever. So I go back outside, and as I step outside, I see a bunch of students that are like dressed up, like super dressed up, like it's like a prom or something like that. And this one dude, he has like the coolest, imagine like a fancy suit, tails, top hat, the whole deal, but the suit is like some kind of iridescent material, so it's like shining different colors based on the light angles and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, I totally approve of that suit. And then he kind of looks at me, and I'm just like wearing like a sweat jacket or something like that, and he's like, why aren't you dressed up? There's like obviously some kind of event going on, and I'm asking about it, and apparently it's like a parent-teacher conference or something like that, like a parent-teacher conference call going on. And I'm just like, what the heck? Why would everyone be dressed up for that? Was this like some big video conference? Like, and then I realize that I don't have anything in my pocket, and I'm like, oh crap, I must have left my wallet and stuff in my room. So I'm like, I gotta get back to my dorm room. And so I start wandering through the halls, and then this is a rare moment where the logic portion of my brain actually clicked on in a dream, and I was like, well, I'm not actually staying at the school, I'm visiting the school. So if I go to my dorm room, it's not gonna be my dorm room, because that would be rented out to somebody else. So my stuff isn't gonna be there, but I might as well wander over there anyway, because what the heck else am I gonna do? And then it's that one rare moment where I realized I was dreaming. So naturally I do, which people try to do when you're dreaming and you realize you're dreaming. I was like, well sweet, I can just like fly over there. So I'm like trying to fly, and I'm like fully aware that I'm dreaming at this point, but I still can't manage to fly. And I was like, well, that's a bummer. So I'm walking around, and it's just like this weird like labyrinth of hallways hallways and like locker rooms and things that don't make sense, which is part of the reason I was aware that I was dreaming, because it's like I'd go down a hallway and then it would just like loop back around and it wouldn't go anywhere. Ah, yes. I feel like that is just like a trauma dream that everybody who's gone through college has. It's the unexpected test, or worse, the class you signed up for, but you didn't realize you'd signed up for until you get your schedule for the finals and realize you have a final for a class that you never went to. That's a fun one. But anyway, so I'm just like, okay, so I'm dreaming, so I can do whatever the heck I want, right? So I like walk into this, it's like a theater or something like that, and I'm just like stepping on the chairs and stuff, and then it gets like this really weird, like I feel like I witnessed quantum superposition at a macro level. There'd be like a person sitting in a chair like in front of me, but he was also like 3 rows up, but he wasn't in the one in front of me, but then he was in like both, but then he was like weird and like kind of like those AI images that just look sort of nonsensical, like you can see parts and patterns and it doesn't quite all, it's not coherent. And so all that stuff was going on, and then I woke up, but I didn't wake up. I woke up in another dream and I was in someone's office. I don't know if it was a doctor's office or what, but I'm talking to him, and one of his co-workers or something comes in and starts talking about this crazy phone call he got, and I'm like, that was me. I'm the one that called him. I was telling him about this crazy dream that I had. And so, like, there was this weird thing going on. It was him, so it was 2 guys and a gal, and then I realized that the beats and everything were like a Seinfeld episode. Like, it was just like the doctor or whoever that I was talking to originally was like Seinfeld, the other guy was George, and then the gal was, I can't remember what her name was. I mean, they weren't like literally the Seinfeld characters, but like the setting. And so then I was like, well, I guess I'm like Kramer. I can't remember the conversations that were had, but they were talking about something, and then this guy was like kind of annoyed with me or whatever. Not necessarily annoyed, but he thought I was super weird. And then he said something, and I was like, oh, this is a perfect moment to just like drop a super clever thing, you know, comedic timing. And like, I don't remember any of the discussion, but Elaine, that's what it was. Yeah, Elaine, that's who I was thinking of. So, you know, they were having this thing that was talking about something that happened, and I was like, it was probably the monkey, which was a reference to apparently the dream that I told him about. And then like kind of got up and walked out, and I was like going like, because of the whole timing of it, like I said, it just felt like a Seinfeld episode. So as I walk out, I'm like, bow, ba, bow, 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 ba, bow, 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 ba, ba, bow, and then I close the door, and I was like, that was a brilliant outro. Oh wait, we can't do the outro just yet. I haven't said thanks to my patrons yet. I feel like the later I get in these dev highlights that I've saved, the less development they have and the more chaos and nonsense there is. Not sure why I saved this dream retelling, but hopefully it was somewhat entertaining. And I was like hearing the audience laugh track in my head as I did that. Anyway, so that was my dream. See, the thing is... The thing is, I don't need drugs. My brain is crazy enough as it is. That was a brilliant outro.